Hello and welcome back to another video. So, in the last video, well not the very last video, but in the very last video, I said to all of you, now if this video got more than 100 views on my water cooling fan project, and I would do a part 2 version. Well, yeah. It did. It passed it significantly. It went up to 16. 16. I can't really put it on my hands. There you go. It went up to 16. And now this is the second version of my Lego water cooling fan project. This is I don't want to say Mark 2, I want to say Part 2, but at the same time, I don't really want to say Part 2 and all. But yeah, this is the project, and you can see, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on now. And yeah, if I just turn it around onto the one side where last time it wasn't too complicated, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on now. So here's the hydraulics that was originally there. Goes out to the fan. Presses the on button automatically by just moving the button down to here. We obviously have the main switch is still here as controls off and on. But hang on a minute, where's the USB cable? No. Essentially it's got its own mains power source up here and all. That's why there's a little tiny cube up here, but I think it looks better because then it blocks up the water bottle source. And you're possibly wondering, what on earth is this and all? Well, this is a crazy motor, as I like to call it, going into a medium-sized gear down to a big-sized gear, which that big-sized gear is on a second small gear on a gear rack, which is connected all the way up to this big long gear with a tensioner on the side here, going all the way along to a little tiny dividing post here, which is stopped up here, and the ceiling above it looks even cooler, and it actually stops it from actually going upwards or downwards. There's also a little tiny plate here to stop the actual thing from going downwards because it's connected on the side here. It was originally connected to here and here, but then that caused problems, so I had to take that one out because you can see this is where the line is, and you can see, yeah, this line is actually not in the same direction as that one. And yeah, and the normal motor is right here and all, and that is also on a gear ratio as well and all, but this time it's on a really small gear. So here is the world's smallest gear that I actually have, and this is the biggest gear that I have right now. There is a bigger gear. I have got a bigger gear, which is this, but it doesn't really necessarily have any connections in the middle. So you have to faff around with that just to make an adapter. And you can see I've taken inspiration from Lego Project Mark version 4 and all. I made a little tiny quick piston design and all, and that goes up and all, and it was actually was supposed to be going into the hydraulic system, so you can control it manually with the Lego remote control unit, because the crazy motor, which is here, is connected to one of these lanes here or here, and same with this normal motor is also connected here or here, and this motor, believe it or not, the battery is right down here and all, yeah. I've had to step up the case a little bit. You can see it is actually by 4 blocks this time around. But look, there is actually a built-in cupboard now into it and all. So the battery pack can actually be stored inside the case, just in case if you want to do any travelling. And when you don't want it in there, you just slide it out, and then there we go. And just to be clear, and let me try and turn the brightness up. Yeah, you can see that is actually down cupboard and all, inside there and all. So yeah, and yeah, you can just slide this bad boy in, just let alone the battery, because you don't really want it sticking out a mile. You don't really want this battery just to be like sticking out like this anymore. No, you want to get rid of that battery, but you just want to get rid of that battery and power this thing by itself. Oh yeah, because it would look cooler if it was powered by itself. So yeah, it is powered by itself because it has that built-in cupboard, so you can actually go ahead and still plug it in to the power source and into the makeshift cupboard. And I've just created a knot in the cables. Oh well, it should be fine. By the way, that was not planned for this video. Everything you see in this video will be recorded from this one camera and all. I'm not doing any other camera shots and all. No. Hopefully this will be the only main video. And here's the fan. Hit the hydraulic system. It turns it on. And yeah. Still quite cool. Anyway, no, enough about that. Let's remove the fan. You can see nothing's changed inside and all. Still got all the water pump there. Although we have got a ton of Technics stuff along this side of the wall. You can see there's a big long, well, you can kind of see that there's a big long one ranging from over here all the way back behind there. And then there's one here because there's a little tiny piece sticking out there. Don't know if you can see that, but yeah, there's a little tiny piece. Yeah, there's a little tiny Technic piece there just sticking out there. Because, yeah, this matter, I thought it would be better to move it back, but yeah, didn't even work. Anyway, no, enough talking now. Let's fill this puppy up. Alright, I've got the water. Let's fill this puppy up. Now, in the last video, you saw me filling it up with an ice pack. And yeah, essentially, I don't really have one. In this video, I don't really have an ice pack at the moment. And plus, it's not actually that hot, actually, you can see this, all this room, it has the same type of brightness. Okay. This water pump is underground, well, in the water now. We'll place that off the fan back in there. Alright. There we go. As I said beforehand, it just slides in there. And we've got a lot to turn on, yes. We have a lot to turn on. So we're going to go ahead and hit this switch underneath here. Just like that. Now we have a green light showing. I don't know if you can see that. And there you go. And then that means that this is blinking. And then that means if I do this. Okay, yeah, it all works. Alright, we're going to turn on the water pump. Now there is a tray here because when I did, last time around I actually had it on for loads and loads of amounts of time. So yeah, alright, switched it on. Now it's actually, as I said, it's not actually hot as last time, so I've not put ice packs in it. Okay, we have a water fountain. Oh, that's weird, it just stopped. Yep, there we go. You can see a little bit of a water stream going there now. And you're possibly thinking, Ethan, you've covered up the centre bit. Well, yeah, that's fine and all. Because you'll still be able to feel the breeze from both the left and right hand side. Right, it's on number 2. You can feel the breeze coming from this side and all. And this side and all. It's really quite cool. But guess what? No, we can change it. Now, if we hit this button, we can actually move this thing to the left and right. That is actually really cold. Look, now we've just changed it. Now it's mainly coming out of this window and barely any out of that window. And look, change it again. Now it's coming out of that window rather than that window. And then this one has barely got anything. Alright, let's crank it up a little bit more. And if you're actually wondering, I've actually changed some of it now. Oh yes, I've actually changed some of it now. Oh geez, look at that. That's actually quite cold. There's nothing in the middle though, but it is removable. But yeah, this means that it's coming from all directions now. And then all I had to do is do that, and then I would get a whoosh of coldness here, and barely any coming out of here. Or maybe I can do it there. It's so cool. It's so much cooler with this on, because I can literally move it. I can literally, generally speaking, right, move this thing left and right, and it does not matter. It will change the direct of flow. Look, I can barely feel it here now. But if I press this button, I can feel it. I can feel it here. Oh, I can barely feel it here. It's perfect. So, although the system is actually not even moving, by a simple little tiny press of a button, you're effectively moving all the air flow of this case left to right. And I mean, that's just really quite cool, and that the fact that this can just be moving side to side and it wouldn't matter. And because it's connected to one of those crazy motors, on the side here, that means, even one click of a button, it will remain in the middle. And it does not matter how much force you do, it will go back in the middle. I'm surprised now it's actually not even leaked, and I'm actually surprised that it is actually really quite cold. Although it's actually not as hot as last time around. But yeah, just to recap, there are no wires anywhere. Nope. The only wires that are visible are all on the right hand side. Apart from, obviously, the hydraulics is not even a wire, it's a sort of oil pump. And then, look, on the left hand side, there's absolutely nothing. On the right hand side, there's just a mayhem. I could have went ahead, though, and built some kind of, Lego block system to cover all this bit up. But I was thinking, no. I was thinking, that's supposed to be just going to waste my time if I just build a little tiny case, for all this lot to be stored in, because then the wall's going to come up to here, and then it's not really going to look like that image that I showed you in the last video of this water cooling fan. But for this video, I'm not going to be calling this the Lego water cooling fan project. No. Well, Lego water cooling fan project Part 2, no. I'm going to be calling it the movable Lego. Oh, should I say movable air cooling fan? Yeah, that's better. Portable, yeah, there you go. Portable. I made a homemade Lego portable cooling fan. By the way, that's just me moving it up and down, and this is actually really nice. And also, it's also solved an issue because a lot of the time I had it on you was getting a little bit wet with the water fountain because the water fountain was on Well, because there's a makeshift wall here, you can't even feel any of the water coming in. No, because there's a wall here, the wall gets wet. And you don't get wet, and because this keeps on moving side to side, it won't even matter. Is that at full speed? 1, 2. Yeah, that's at full speed. It is quite sad that the normal regular motor can't actually activate the hydraulics system thing, because that's what it was going to be. This trigger here was supposed to turn the fan off and on, or act as another fan inside but I was thinking, that's gonna need, I'm gonna need a lot of Lego Technic bricks for that, and yeah, I don't have a lot that has Lego, like, I don't have a lot with Lego Technic bricks on it. Well, one side you got Lego on it, and then another you got Lego Technic. No, I don't. Oh, this is actually really nice and cold. I'm still getting a little bit wet, but out of water, you can barely see. Like, even the table, and look, that's barely anything, you know. Alright. And we can turn off the water pump. We can turn off the fan by the button if we want. And just leave the water fountain going. And you can clearly see that's still going, and you can turn that off as well. It's all portable, you can move this wherever you want. And yeah. And I really like this homemade system and all. I found this in the Lego box and all, and I'm actually quite impressed with it. Like, look, every time that gear turns, it will turn the whole gear rack. That whole gear, that gear turns that gear rack, and then this piece here is connected to the whole thing, and then this piece is connected to nothing, as you can see. And that just goes all the way over there. And that goes all the way over there. And yeah, I did have to gear it down just a little bit, because you can see that the medium-sized gear is running a lot faster than what I would actually want it to be moved. And all that is connected to some kind of frame. Oh, what's happening? Yeah, out of all in all, it's not too bad. And obviously, yeah, you can go ahead and take this bad boy off and all. Like, you can go ahead and just unlatch it there. Boosh. Why is it gone blurry all of a sudden? I don't know. I think it's because the sun's coming, and then yeah, you can easily just take it out, and there you go. That's the original design. You can still switch on the fan and have it like that, and obviously more air comes out now. You can actually kind of see that all of this bit is actually kind of sticking a little bit far out now. Oh yeah, that actually simplifies it like mad. This big window is doing the main job, whilst these are barely doing anything. Alright, now, let's try and install the slidey thing whilst the fan's on, with the water fountain. And then there we go. That's on. I just really like that, the fact it is actually directing the fan like up. And now you can, like, when you have it like this, that you can feel it all the way out over here now, because the air is essentially, I haven't actually blocked up the big one, so it is actually coming out these little cracks on the side, and then those cracks are bouncing off these makeshift walls, and they're coming out at different angles. So I can actually feel it over here, and this is not even in line with the case. I can feel it here, and the exit points are here and here. I can feel it over here, and the exit points are in here and here. If I do that, then you can see I can barely feel it. That's quite weak over there, but that's quite strong over there. And if I do that, that's quite strong over here, that's quite weak over here. And then if I keep it in the middle, that's quite strong there, that's quite strong there. But it's, either way though, no, it still does quite a good job though, and all, like, even with having to block up the middle section and only having these bits of the windows and all, it's not too bad. Yeah, this is really quite cool. This is cool. Alright. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next video. This is a load of mayhem right here, but you can see, it's all internal, it's all portable. You can move it wherever you want. And I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Bye bye.